I've been making videos on YouTube for like to the world, I assure you. But I mean, something I kind of keep hearing in any time there's a women discussion, but also, to be frank, by people who are participating in it, is why do we still need to have these discussions? Like, haven't we talked it all to death? Like, haven't we talked about harassment enough? Why do these panels still need to happen? And I was kind of wondering whether anyone had any input on why we should still be having a women online panel, and whether there's a sense of things changing or improving, just kind of broadly, thinking more broadly.
Well, I could be wrong, but I think there's someone in the front row that is a notorious harasser of mine that's filming this panel, so I think it's important to keep having these conversations.
Which I think is really crappy. I love beauty content. Like, I love it. I watch it all the time. It's great. I've learned a ton of stuff from these women. But I can't tell you how many times I've gotten a fucking, sorry, I'm swearing so much. I've gotten an email from someone being like, hi sweetie, like, we want you to review this beauty product. Like, we saw like one video that, like, they clearly only saw like one thing on my channel. Like, cause I did a favorites video or something, or I did a makeup tutorial once. And it's just annoying that people assume that, like, that's the only thing that you're good for. And I've had networks reach out to me saying, like, we want you to specifically create like beauty content. I'm like, if you looked at my channel in the last 5 months, I haven't done anything like that. And I think people just expect you to do certain things, and if you want to branch out into tech or gaming or anything else that is like traditionally like more centered around men, it's like absurd and people don't take you seriously, and that sucks.
When I started out, it was a lot of kitchen and sandwich jokes, which was just like,
fun.
You know,
so original.
Yeah. Like, literally, when I get harassment that actually is original, I kind of have this moment of like, oh cool, you tried. Right? Because the thing is, it's just all the same. Right? So, you know, it was very similar to a lot of the other women that I've seen online get harassed, right? Like, we kind of buckle down and we expect it, which is such a horrible place to be. And then when I launched a Kickstarter to fund a series of videos that would look at women in video games is when my life completely changed. And I had a massive cyber mob come after me, and they have still been after me for the last 5 years. And it was this interesting moment because I didn't even release a video on the topic yet, right? Like, these primarily men lost their minds so aggressively that I was being doxxed, I was getting bomb threats, they were going after my family, just all kinds of stuff, in addition to the you're ugly or you're like I want to fuck you or whatever the disgusting things that they do. Like, they can't make up their mind really on what they think. And I think that what's sad about it is there's this playbook, right? Having been in this space and being an advocate to end online harassment, you just see that it's the same garbage over and over again, and it's devastating because you're watching these women's lives be destroyed. And I think intersectionality is a really important point here because the way that women of color and the way that trans women and the way women with disabilities get attacked online is different, and it's compounded by all of these different intersections. Yeah, and so I think it's a conversation that needs to keep happening, right? If you Google my name on YouTube, you get shitheads like this dude who are making these dumbass videos.
Why don't we just talk?
Whatever, dude.
Exactly.
But it's, you know, like the fact that these dudes are making endless videos that just go after every feminist over and over and over again, I think is a part of the issue of why we have to have these conversations. We don't just get to be online. We don't just get to participate like everyone else.
Yeah, the other question I was going to have to that is that I think